Good evening, everybody. Now, climate scientists just came out with a report sponsored by the United Nations Center for Climate Action and Sustainability and said basically we only have until 2040 to get our act together and become carbon neutral as a society, or else we will suffer the worst consequences we can imagine. All those crazy movies and all those doomsday reports that you see and have been reading about for the last 5 years, well, that's actually going to happen if we don't do everything we can right now. So, because of that, as the McDonald's, one of the most recognizable brands in the world, we should create a partnership with Impossible Foods and be the fast food flagship provider of the Impossible Burger, a plant-based burger that saves emissions and provides texture and taste of a beef hamburger, just like everybody knows and recognizes with McDonald's. And this will make the world's most recognizable fast food brand promote sustainability and health without having to sacrifice flavor and brand loyalness, aka we keep growing while doing all that we can to reduce emissions and promote sustainability, which is what everybody needs to be doing. Now, McDonald's featuring the Impossible Burger is both a positive environmental, sustainability, and business decision. Now, we have no choice but to do everything we can to stop climate change. A recent report stated the world's coral reefs could be died out by 2040, along with never before seen drought and famine spread across the world. Now, it's not just to certain places, that could be literally anywhere in this world. Um, Millions of people globally are expected to be forced to move from their homes permanently due to sea level rise. That includes places back here in the US like New Orleans, Miami, Manhattan, Houston. It's not just places that seem far and so distant away. This is why this is such an urgent problem. It affects Americans as well as everybody else around the globe. Now, meat, and beef in particular, is one of the biggest sources of emissions in the world. Now, as a burger fast food place, that is really unfortunate, but luckily, due to technology, we can actually kind of erase that trend and reverse it. A vegan diet is recommended to prevent the worst effects of climate change. Now, that is cited by both the United Nations and PETA. It takes 660 gallons of water to produce one hamburger patty. That is also according to the United Nations. Think about how many quarter pounders we sell across the board. Now, it's great because, God, wow, do we do a great job at selling quarter pounders, but that is a lot of water used up. Now, meat is one of the largest sources of pollution in the waterways due to cow manure and its supplements. Now, that is according to the United States Department of Agriculture. This is where the Impossible Burger comes in, and the partnership with Impossible Foods becomes really crucial to our business plan moving forward. The Impossible Burger is a revolutionary product. It has been recognized by the United Nations as such. The Impossible Burger is a plant-based veggie burger that literally bleeds like an actual hamburger. The consistency and taste of it, as well as the aesthetic, makes it look like a real red meat beef hamburger. That's part of what applies to what makes it such a great product, something that people want to buy, that people want to try. People are willing to switch from beef to the Impossible Burger. It has 20 grams of protein, which is more than a beef hamburger, more than our quarter pounders and our Big Macs are right now. It provides 15% of your daily need of iron, as well as many other health benefits and nutrients that regular beef patty burgers do not have naturally. It is significantly less source of fats rather than when comparing to a beef hamburger, so it is definitely healthier for you. That is a fact. Um, and you know what? As kind of a brand, as kind of like the most recognizable fast food brand in the business, I believe that McDonald's, we really need to be the industry leader if we want our sales to continue to grow. You know, sales were down 1% a couple years ago. You know, we've kind of have really been seesawing a lot in the last couple years due to this whole sustainability movement. Millennials, Gen Z having more money, being in the job market, their wants and desires are way different than some of the older generations that we've normally been had to deal with. But you know what? Times are changing, and we need to capitalize on this opportunity so that our sales continue to grow and our shareholders are happy, as well as fight the sustainability and climate crisis. No other large fast food corporation carries the Impossible Burger, meaning we would be the first to do so, and that would look really, really great from our PR front. If the biggest fast food brand in the world is seen to have a partnership, then other future brands in the future would want to do this as well, meaning that we will be recognized as the first one to step up and really put our money where our mouth is with sustainability. But also other brands would follow, meaning that that's less meat overall being produced, meaning that other brands then also are in the fight against climate change and are driving up their sustainability agenda. This will solidify the image of McDonald's moving forwards after being years of being the industry's punching bag, and we can't deny that we have been the industry's punching bag for a decade now. And you know what? That's got to change. Let's take a step. Let's go. Let's send it. Let's take risks. And we will be able to advertise and promote a healthier option without having to sacrifice the flavor or burger aspect. Um, and that is what makes the Impossible Burger so vital to our business plan moving forward, is that it will still feel like you're getting a real McDonald's restaurant experience. You just will be eating plant-based burger rather than a meat-based one, but you're still getting the texture, the taste, the bleeding, the feel, everything that embarks in the experience of eating at a McDonald's restaurant. Now, to recap, clearly the problems of climate change and obesity are huge right now and getting closer and closer to crisis mode every single day, every single month, every single year. We have a possible solution on our hands, and we can't say no to this. Climate change is going to possibly end the human species as we know it within the next 100 years, even. Do we want to be remembered, just like the rest of our competition, as greedy pigs who caused catastrophe because we wanted to make a buck? Or do we want to be able to change the game and go down fighting for the right cause while still growing our business? It's your choice, but I think partnering with Impossible Foods would be the best choice McDonald's has made in decades.